Welcome everyone to yesterday's NBA news from the 30th of August 2024. Man, September is almost here, which is fucking crazy, which means we're pretty much, well, in September training camp starts, right? So we're pretty close to that actually, which is kinda crazy. But yeah, it is what it is, but I'm excited obviously. Nonetheless, we had actually some extensions and obviously a really good WNBA slate, which we will talk about as always here on this channel. The X Factors for the Eastern Conference will hopefully be done on Sunday, but they might be released on Monday, so we'll see. But I mean, not many people watched anyway, which I mean, I don't care. Even though I would have liked it, because I think I did a good job of explaining myself and pointing out the storylines and X factors for every team. So check that out if you want. But let's talk about what happened today. Ivica Zubac has signed a 3-year, $58.6 million extension with the LA Clippers, which obviously secures him for the long-term run with the Clippers, and he played last year in 68 games, averaged about 12 points per game, 9 rebounds per game, and about an assist per game on 65% shooting from the field, and he shot 72% from the free throw line in about 26-27 minutes per game. And he obviously has been a really good piece for them. He has been really good to abuse mismatches in the post, and he's just been a great player for the Clippers. And like I talked about in the X Factor video, I do think the Clippers could be really dangerous this year if, obviously, Kawhi Leonard is Kawhi Leonard. That's just the biggest question at the end of the day. But, I mean, that's always the biggest question. But I do think they'll be really good with the way they rounded their roster and secured their guys. As for the other extension, we have TJ McConnell signing a 4-year, $45 million extension with the Indiana Pacers. Those playoffs last year, man, he was one of the most electric players there, right? He was fucking awesome. And overall, last year he played, besides obviously the playoffs, in 71 regular season games, averaged about 10 points per game, about 3 rebounds per game, about 5 to 6 assists per game, on about 56% shooting from the field, 41% shooting from the 3-point line, and 79% shooting from the field in about 18 minutes per game. And he's been a beautiful backup for this team, right? Able to play within their pace, able to disrupt the opposing point guards with his build, and his tenaciousness, I would say, and that's a great deal for the Pacers, and I'm excited to watch them play this season again. While Gigi Jackson II has a broken right foot after playing, from what I understood, with friends outside, and it just happened, which fucking sucks, so he'll have to have a surgery. Timetable, I mean, we might not see him before next year, which, na zdraví. We might not see him before next year, because, I mean, it makes sense. We'll see when, but I don't think this should be obviously season-ending surgery. But we might not see him until 2025, which just sucks for the Grizzlies. It's not a big injury, but still, I mean, they've had some terrible luck with injuries over the last couple of years, which obviously doesn't bode well for them. And I mean, we don't want to see that to anyone, right? I mean, if you want to see injuries, I mean, then I guess you're not empathetic enough, and you should be. Let's move on to news about the WNBA actually first, and then we talk about the WNBA games. Portland is actually on the verge of being awarded the WNBA expansion team, which should start in 2026, and it's the Bhatt Hall family leading the ownership group. They are apparently owners of the Thorns, which, yeah. And, I mean, that's good. Expand the WNBA, build upon the momentum that this draft class has built. You got Paige Beckers coming in, Flaugier will be coming in eventually. Obviously Juju will eventually come in. Goddamn, now, I mean, her teammate, which, man, I have her name on the tip of my tongue, but I can't fucking... Kiki, right? She's Kiki. Shit, maybe I'm saying stupid shit, but I mean, there are a lot of great players that will be coming in, and I think the WNBA will build upon this momentum and just build this league up as they should, because it's fucking awesome. And let's talk about the WNBA. The Las Vegas Aces have beaten the Atlanta Dream 83-72. Tiffany Hayes started, which was a clearly good move here against the Dream. She had 20 points, 10 rebounds, 2 assists on 8 of 12 shooting from the field, while A'ja Wilson continues her MVP season with 26 points, 16 rebounds, 5 assists, 5 blocks on 9 of 17 shooting from the field. The Aces also didn't turn the ball over. They had 19 assists to 6 turnovers, which was obviously huge for them. And the Dream really struggled offensively with Tina Charles out, which makes sense. She's been awesome, and they just didn't have enough offensively and didn't create enough efficient looks offensively tonight against the Aces, especially obviously in the paint. Well, we also had the New York Liberty beat the Seattle Storm 98-85. The Seattle Storm really struggling, like I keep talking about, out the break. Brianna Stewart had 32 points, 5 rebounds, 6 assists on 10 of 16 shooting from the field, which was huge. And Sabrina Ionescu had 25 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists on 7 of 16 shooting from the field, while Seattle had just 5 turnovers, which of course is also one of the better things they did, but that was the only reason they were in this game in a way. And they're just lacking. Defensively, they're just lacking. The chemistry is just not been yet built for whatever reason, and we'll see if they figure it out in time. Then the Dallas Wings beat the Minnesota Lynx 94-76. They've been playing really well. They beat obviously the Aces last time in a huge battle between Satu Sabale and A'ja Wilson, and now you have the Wings beating the Lynx 94-76, 50 to 20 points in the paint for the Wings, which obviously makes the biggest difference in this game. And the Arike, Satu, and Natasha Big Three is just incredible. Obviously, it has led to the rookies just not getting any time. JC Sheldon and Maddie Siegrist, who Maddie Siegrist played really well before her injury, just does not have the place to get minutes with Satu back, which is a shame, but it makes sense, right? And the Wings will try to build upon this Big Three, and we'll see if at least JC Sheldon can get something going. But she's just not had a great rookie season, and that happens to all of us. While the Indiana Fever continue their hot streak, they beat the Sky 181. It feels like Caitlin Clark, Rookie of the Year, is cemented. She had a 31.4 rebound, 12 assist game on 8 of 14 shooting from the field. While while Angel Reese had a double-double. It obviously just does not compare to what Caitlin Clark does, but I mean both women are incredible, and I don't care about the Rookie of the Year race as much as anyone else, because I mean the awards, it just feels like they've become a little, I don't know, man. Just something's off about all awards in most sports. It feels like to me. Like, I don't care about the Ballon d'Or in football. I don't care about NBA awards. I don't know. I guess in hockey it's fine, and in MLB, I guess the Cy Young and the MVP still feels right. Those feel right, but I still don't care as nearly as much as I thought, back in the day when I was like, I mean, incredible to get those trophies, right? I just appreciate good play, and I don't care how it's regarded by the media, I guess, or by those that award those trophies. Well, Chicago obviously rebounded incredibly, but they just are running out of momentum. Marina maybe being traded, obviously. Angel struggling from the field, some off-court drama, Shannon Carter being out with an illness for these last 2 games. They just don't have the momentum. They just don't have enough right now, and that's okay. They should be better next year. They should focus on Camila and on Angel developing a chemistry, building them up as much as they can for next year, and that's what they should do. Nonetheless, as always, be kind to yourself and others, be gentle with yourselves, and I'll catch you all next time, wherever, whenever. Love.